Top 10 Best Cars of 19s. The 1990s were like a dream come true for car lovers. It was a time when technology was booming, and that meant cars were getting faster and more impressive than ever before. Every car company was in a race to show off what they could do, and boy, did they deliver. That decade saw the birth of some truly legendary high-performance cars that still make us drool today. So in this video, we'll tell you about the top 10 best cars of 19s, so stay tuned till the end. But before starting, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And now, let's get started. 10. Nissen B13 Sentra Southeastar. Back in 1991, Nissen dropped the bombshell with the B13 Sentra Southeastar. This was a game changer, you know. Compact, light on its feet, and boy, was it nimble. It had that sleek two-door setup. But don't let the size fool you. Under the hood, it packed a serious punch. People loved taking it out for a spin, and hey, it didn't break the bank either. Nowadays, it might not be the talk of the town among car buffs. But for those who appreciate the classics, the Nissen B13 Sentra Southeastar is gold. And let's talk about what's under that hood. The SR20D inline-4 engine. It's a legend in its own right, pushing out 140 horsepower and 132 pound-feet of torque. And get this, it's paired with a 5-speed manual gearbox for that extra thrill. Weighing in at just over 2,400 pounds, this thing is quick off the mark, hitting 60 mph in about 7.5 seconds and tearing through the quarter mile in just over 15. But it's not just about speed. This baby handles like a dream. Sharp corners? No problem. The Nissen Sentra Southeastar takes them on like a champ. 9. Ford Thunderbird Super Coupe SC. When Ford introduced the 10th generation Thunderbird in '89, they aimed for a sportier look with the Thunderbird Super Coupe. But it didn't quite resonate with luxury-seeking consumers. The base model offered 140 horsepower, while the Super Coupe packed a supercharged 3.8-liter V6 with 210 horsepower, falling short compared to earlier Thunderbirds. By '94, a facelift bumped the Thunderbird SC's performance to 230 horsepower and 330 pound-feet of torque, still boasting a respectable 0 to 60 time of 7 seconds. Despite this, slow sales led Ford to discontinue the SC after the '95 model year. 8. Ford Taurus SHO. The Ford Taurus SHO, short for super high output, emerged to rival the BMW M5, crafted by Ford's in-house team and Yamaha. With a 3.0-liter V6 engine, it delivered 220 horsepower and 200 pound-feet, accelerating 0 to 60 mph in 6.6 seconds, hitting 143 mph. Initial success saw 15,000 units sold in 2 years. The second gen, 1992 to 1995, initially had a Mazda manual transmission, then switched to an automatic paired with a 3.2-liter engine, maintaining 220 horsepower and 215 pound-feet. Evolution continued in the third gen, introducing a 3.4-liter V8 with 234 horsepower and 230 pound-feet. Production ceased in 1999 until its revival in 2010. 7. Mercury Cougar. The Mercury Cougar was quite the ride back in the day, standing strong as one of the top picks from the 1960s through the mid-1970s. It held its ground against big names like the Ford Mustang, Chevrolet Camaro, and Pontiac Firebird. Its legacy stretched from 1967 to 2002, taking a short break in 1998. While it didn't quite reach the Mustang's level of success, it was a hit among folks seeking a luxurious ride with some power under the hood. The 7th generation Cougar, 1989 to 1997, came in a sleek coupe body style, offering a choice between a V6 or V8 engine. It was available in the upscale LS trim for those craving luxury, and the sporty XR7 for performance enthusiasts. Power output ranged from 140 to 210 horsepower, giving drivers plenty of oomph. The Cougar's final hurrah spanned from 1999 to 2002, with the 1999 models offering 2 trims packing between 125 to 170 horsepower. Despite being the last of the 1990s Cougars, it managed to carve out a niche in the market, standing out from the crowd with its unique charm. 6. Suzuki X90. In the 1990s, Carmakers like Suzuki took bold risks with vehicle designs. Suzuki introduced the X90, a quirky two-door, two-seater SUV roadster, aiming for a sporty follow-up to the popular Samurai. Despite its unconventional appearance, the X90 fell short in performance compared to its predecessor. Sporting a 1.6-liter inline-4 engine, it produced a modest 95 horsepower and 98 pound-feet of torque. Available in rear-wheel or four-wheel drive, with a choice of 4-speed automatic or 5-speed manual transmission, the X90 failed to capture the excitement during its brief existence, lacking the spirited drive enthusiasts had come to expect. 5. Subaru SVX. Subaru surprised the automotive world with the luxury coupe SVX, a collaboration with Italo-designed Giorgetto Giugiaro. Giugiaro, known for his work on iconic cars like the DeLorean DMC-12, crafted the SVX with aerodynamic finesse, offering room for four and a plush interior. The car boasted a 6-cylinder engine and all-wheel drive, along with a distinctive window-within-window feature. Under the hood lay a 3.3-liter V6, producing 230 horsepower and mated to a 4-speed automatic transmission. With a 0 to 60 mph time of just over 7 seconds and a top speed of 143 mph, the SVX delivered impressive performance. However, its higher price tag, about $10,000 more than other Subaru models, and issues with the automatic transmission's tendency to overheat set it apart in the lineup. 4. Mitsubishi Eclipse GSX. In the 90s, Mitsubishi's Eclipse GSX debuted with 2 generations. The first packed a turbocharged 2.0-liter engine, delivering 195 horsepower and 203 pound-feet of torque. The second gen, redesigned, upped the ante to 210 horses. Famed for its role in Fast and the Furious, the Eclipse faced stiff competition globally, notably from the Nissen GTR. Despite tough rivals, its all-wheel drive setup made it a performance powerhouse, especially when tuned. The Eclipse GSX earned a reputation as a muscle car killer during its era, thanks to its impressive tunability and formidable stock performance, making it a standout in the 90s automotive scene. 3. Mitsubishi Gallant VR4. Before the iconic Lancer evolution, Mitsubishi's rally legacy was embodied by the Gallant VR4. Sporting a viscous real-time 4WD system, it represented Mitsubishi in rallying from the 6th to 8th generations. Around 3,000 units of the Gallant VR4 hit U.S. shores between 1991 and 1992, complying with rally regulations. Powered by a robust inline-4 engine, it churned out 195 horsepower and 203 pound-feet of torque. While the VR4 vanished from the U.S. market after '92, it thrived globally through the 7th and 8th generations, distinguished by its aggressive, boxy design. Mitsubishi introduced the Lancer Evolution to the U.S. 11 years after the Gallant VR4's debut. 2. Isuzu Impulse RS. The first Isuzu Impulse, also known as the Piazza, was designed by renowned car designer Giorgetto Giugiaro. Let's focus on the second generation, produced from 1990 to 1992. Isuzu, with input from General Motors, designed this version in-house. The U.S. got the hatchback in 1990, but its inline-4 engine lacked power with 130 horsepower and 102 pound-feet of torque. In 1991, the RS trim coupe debuted with a turbocharged 1.6-liter engine, boasting 160 horsepower and 150 pound-feet of torque. It's a reliable and affordable sports car, but finding the RS today may be tough as only 800 units were sold in the U.S. 1. Mazda MX3 V6. The Mazda MX3, a sporty oddball from the 90s, featured a small V6 engine generating 130 horsepower and 115 pound-feet of torque. Despite modest numbers, its K8 power plant boasted Bosch fuel injection, Pentrufe combustion chambers, and a variable resonance induction system for torque distribution. Production ceased in 1994, paired with a 5-speed manual gearbox. Its 1.8-liter engine achieved the top speed of 126 mph, though requiring high revs for power. Its superb handling earned it praise, crowned best-in-class contender by Automobile magazine in Germany. Yet lacking marketing in North America, the V6 MX3 faded into obscurity. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.